1 in a million WWE moments. I've only watched WWE like a handful of times, so for me to be interested in this means it's gonna be a good video. So let's get right on in.
There are many reasons why Roman Reigns is the head of the table, and this is one of them. In 2015, Sheamus fighted Dean Ambrose in a steel cage match. The Celtic Warrior had Wade Barrett, Rusev, and Alberto Del Rio in his corner, so Roman Reigns came out to even the odds. Roman threw a steel chair into the cage to help Dean, and the weapon folded out perfectly. In the first ever King of the Ring tournament, Mr. Perfect...
Wait, that was it? I mean, that was pretty impressive. He did a chair flip. Have you guys ever done a chair flip? I don't think so.
Mr. Hughes. Before the match could start, Perfect had to get rid of his towel, and he did it in the most perfect way. What makes this moment even more amazing is how Mr. Perfect takes care of his gum.
There's Mr. Perfect, and there's the gum.
I always thought wrestlers could...
That was like a double whammy. Got the shirt on the shoulder, smacked the gum out of the air. Okay, this is not what I was expecting, guys. So far, we've got a shirt throw and a chair throw. I thought it was gonna be like the best flipping actions into hits. Things like that, you know? We'll probably get into that.
But apparently, I was wrong. While walking out on SmackDown, Dean Ambrose got spooked by his own fun facts. Hey, I would be scared too if a giant wall of text popped out at me. Triple H, on the other hand, was just annoyed by his graphic and swiped it away. I guess you can do that when you're the boss. In their hometown of Philadelphia, the ECW Originals took on all 4 members of the Wyatt family in an Extreme Rules match. A lot of crazy stuff happened, but this one moment was the craziest. Luke Harper had a kendo stick and threw it on the mat, only for the stick to bounce, allowing Bubba Ray Dudley to catch it and start beating up Harper. Bubba's reflexes sure are extreme, aren't they? Speaking of kendo sticks, you've got to see this. At Crown Jewel, Bianca Belair defended her Raw Women's Championship against Bayley in a last woman standing match. Soon into the fight, Bayley pulled out a kendo stick, but Belair sent it flying out of her hands. Look closely though, the kendo stick lands perfectly on the barricade. Even more amazing is that the stick stayed there for 3 minutes until the referee pulled it down. The Rock is called the Great One, and for good reason.
Oh, The Rock.
The Electrifying Man was the special guest referee for a match between Triple H and the British Bulldog. Of course, being The Rock, the Brahma Bull did things his way. After the Bulldog tried to take a swing at him, Rock laid the Brit out and gave him a people's elbow with a perfect slide.
He's safe! Oh, the British Bulldog represent!
This match might be old, but nobody has been able to duplicate this one moment. During a fight between future WWE Hall of Famers Koko B. Ware and Rick Steiner, Steiner went for a power slam, only for Koko to counter and roll up Rick for the 3 count and victory.
Koko's all the way through! What a maneuver! Oklahoma hayride out of the power slam!
That was impressive.
Hey, Jim Ross, you haven't seen that in years!
You may not remember Elix Skipper, but you will remember this moment. At TNA Impact Wrestling's Turning Point pay-per-view, Skipper teamed with Christopher Daniels to take on America's Most Wanted in a cage match. During the fight, the competitors got near the top of the cage, leading Elix Skipper to do something never seen before or
What did he do? What did he do? What does he do, guys? Oh.
In 2009, a young...
That was a long draw.
Triple H. The match ended in DQ when Cody's tag team...
That was risky though. He was like balancing on top, he could fall off. The other way, not onto the soft padding, the concrete.
Ted DiBiase interfered. Shawn Michaels made the save, but Triple H...
Is that a hammer?
Out. The game...
Whoa.
He managed to reach out from the Titantron and place his hand on Cody's shoulder. Wrestling fans are a lot of things, and accurate is one of them. At Halloween Havoc 1995,
I missed what happened. He put his hand on his shoulder? Cool, bro.
Betrayed Sting and joined the 4 Horsemen. Afterward, the Nature Boy was explaining himself when a fan threw a drink that landed perfectly between Flair and Arn Anderson. At TLC 2016, Dolph Ziggler and The Miz fought in their 26th match against each other, and this time it was a ladder match. This led to a moment that you couldn't possibly script out. Miz hit Dolph with a dropkick, causing the ladder Ziggler was holding to fall and hit every single rope on the way down. I guess the ladder wanted to make sure it landed safely. This referee has to be the worst official in WWE history. On NXT, the Vaudevillains were going up against Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy. Without any warning, the Usos appeared midway through the match to help the Vaudevillains.
Cover!
They're coming into this match prepared.
Every Ricochet moment is 1 in a million, but this...
What? I'm confused on that one. They were talking about the ref, and then what did it have to do with the ref? I don't know.
After winning a match, the one and only was confronted by his rival, Velveteen Dream. Dream said he was better than his opponent, but rather than explain why that wasn't true, Ricochet decided to show it. In 2010, old rivals Edge
Now that
and
takes some
Orton
skill.
went head. Thanks to a distraction from Chris Jericho, Edge won, but Orton wasn't ready to call it a night. The Viper went on a rampage that was briefly derailed when Evan Bourne ran in. Bourne was going to hit the shooting star press, but at the last possible second, the Apex Predator hit the most iconic RKO in history.
Oh!
Get him! Oh my God! He caught him in RKO in midair!
What the heck?
Midair!
And that, my son, is why we say RKO from out of nowhere. Scott Hall was so awesome, he could make anything look cool. On Monday Nitro, Hall came out with the NWO and they started talking about their upcoming opponents. A WWE fan must have been in the crowd because they nailed Scott in the head with a drink, only for the bad guy to use it to slick back his hair. While that was pretty impressive, wait until you see what Kevin Nash did.
Let's see, show me.
Big Sexy, along with Hogan and Scott Hall, ambushed the main event of WCW Nitro. Fans voiced their displeasure by throwing drinks into the ring. Nash must be Spider-Man because he caught one of the drinks and then dumped it onto one of the wrestlers he had just laid out. The 2005 Royal Rumble match
What's up with everybody catching drinks?
chaos we've ever seen in WWE. After outlasting everybody else, it came down to John Cena and Batista.
Wait, did you guys see that? Why is it just a black screen? Are they supposed to be showing someone?
John Cena and Batista. Only one man could win, or at least this is part of the script. The timing of their feet landed
What happened there?
so perfect.
Why is he fighting himself?
It's not planned at all. Just wait until you see what happened next. Toward both
obviously.
quadricep muscles. Vince had to awkwardly sit in the ring and figure out how to fix this problem while also being in immense pain. Say
Well, obviously that guy won. He was fighting himself.
what you will about Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns' numerous matches, the two have created multiple
heck?
unbelievable moments. For example, at SummerSlam 2018, Brock was armed with a chair, but ate a spear by Roman Reigns, and somehow the chair landed on Lesnar's face. Even the chair wanted to cover Brock and end the match. Not only that, but in the same match, Lesnar threw Braun Strowman's Money in the Bank briefcase so hard that it actually damaged part of the WWE set. It's a good thing Brock never tried baseball. Then, just 4 years later, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar had another 1 in 1 million moment. At SummerSlam 2022, Brock and Roman went at it again in a match that was even crazier than their first. The most amazing part, though, happened right before. While standing on his tractor, Brock did some trash talking. After he finished, Lesnar threw the mic to the head of the table, and Roman caught it effortlessly. The wink at the end, though, was the cherry on top. On Raw in 2015, Neville was taking on Stardust. However, King Barrett had other plans in mind and
Okay, there seems to be a pattern here. The drink throwing, the microphone throwing, the shirt throwing, everyone's throwing stuff, chairs throwing. But when they're getting the drinks, they all seem to do it like so nonchalantly. Like the drink's coming, and they don't even go like, it's like this. And like the microphone. I don't get it.
and attacked the man that gravity.
I guess it really is 1 in a million moments.
But listen to how perfectly timed Barrett's bullhammer is with his entrance music.
I'm listening.
Line for Neville and Stardust from behind and shoving Neville into the...
Mr. Perfect truly lived up to his name. While entering the 1991 Royal Rumble, the Perfect One needed to get rid of his towel, so he threw it up into the air and Bobby Heenan caught it effortlessly. Like I said, Ricochet creates a lot of 1 in 1 million moments, and one of his best was at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. The one and only was fighting Adam Cole when Ricochet attempted a springboard moonsault, but...
Great example from Ricochet. This could be it.
Oh, not the face.
He's out.
How Adam Cole was able to land that kick without seriously injuring Ricochet is beyond me. Anyone and anything can show up in WWE. Literally.
Snoop Dogg.
In 2011,
The heck was that?
Del Rio defended the WWE Championship against Rey Mysterio. Del Rio won, but engaged in a post-match beatdown, which John Cena thankfully broke up. Cena had a few words for the WWE Champion, but while he was talking, a mouse was crawling around the entranceway. At WrestleMania
A mouse?
3, Jinder Mahal was one of 33 wrestlers to compete
What the heck is that?
Memorial Battle Royal. NFL football player and future 24/7 champion Rob Gronkowski was watching the match ringside, and Jinder decided to introduce himself. The modern-day Maharaja took Gronkowski's drink and threw it at him, and yet the cup still landed right side up. Then, 1 month later,
More cups.
Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship. Coincidence? Remember when Dean Ambrose kept breaking the fourth wall?
Wait, what was the coincidence? Was he on the cup?
Cup still landed right side up. Then, 1 month later, himself. The modern day Maharaja took on
Oh, because the cup landed? That's why he won? Is that what you're telling me? I don't know. But again, all the cups, man. Like, half the video was about cups. But anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. Enjoy my channel. Stop that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.